you're most likely approaching Facebook ads completely backwards. And I know this because I myself manage 9 ad accounts with 6-figure monthly ad spends alone, and I create every creative idea and concept per ad account. Now, most would say this is impossible and you need a bigger team and you need complex structures. But what if there would be another way? A way that is simple yet a little bit weird, which I use and I will share with you right now, that makes it able for me to create those results on my own. Stick with me, because these are not your typical improve your ad account, improve your campaign setup ideas. These are very practical routines that you can implement 100% regardless if you are a beginner or if you're an expert. Here's the thing. It's Monday morning. Most advertisers, they jump into their ad account and they try to solve all of the problems that have been coming up over the last days. And they switch into a very reactive state and can't see the whole picture. They don't have the mental clarity about what actually to do and how to approach it. What you actually need is a practical, simple, and clear structure and an overview about what has happened the last 7 days. So the first thing that I do on Monday is I don't go immediately to the ad account. I review the whole week. Why is that important? First of all, Facebook optimizes your delivery throughout a week. It doesn't optimize it on per day basis, but within a week. Therefore, it's important to consider the whole performance over a week rather than over one day. Also, Facebook ads is one part of the whole business. So I need to review the whole business. What has been working well within the last 7 days? What hasn't? What are the results overall and also from the other channels? How has Facebook contributed to this? What have we done new into the business and how has this affected the overall performance? And then comes the question, how much did Facebook ads contribute to this? Then, after I have the clarity about what happened over the last 7 days and where we are with our goals, then I switch into the ad account. I know what has happened the last 7 days overall on a business level, and then I dive deeper into what actually Facebook has done in order to either positively or maybe even negatively contribute to the performance. This leads then you to become clear and calmer and more confident about your choices and decisions in the Ads Manager, and you can make better choices. By the way, if you want to learn how to improve an ad account, you can find my video here where I explain it in detail. What I do on Tuesdays then is what most advertisers don't do. And this is probably the most boring, but also the most leveraged hour that I have per week, which I do mainly on Tuesdays. It's mundane, it's boring, and it's research. When you're managing multiple accounts, and especially higher spending accounts, you need to have a clear and a deep understanding of each customer. Therefore, every week I review the whole target audience, and I also try to find out what bigger audiences are available to us that we do not reach yet. I read Amazon reviews, I read a lot on Reddit, I read competitors, also comments under their ads. I read our own reviews, I do research with AI, and so on. Because then when you truly understand your customer, your ads write themselves, your GC scripts become obvious, and also your whole marketing takes a different direction. These insights I take into Wednesday. And on Wednesday, I also do research, but for competitors and especially for creatives. I look at the ad libraries of competitors and also into ad libraries of different e-commerce brands from completely different fields, where I try to understand what's working well for them and how can we adapt what's working for them into our niche and to our products. Also, I try to understand what's been working well for us over the last days, over the last month, which are our top performing ads from multiple metrics. And here I try to get a bigger picture about what's working for us and what's working for others. Because if you have this clarity, then you have clarity about your customer, you have clarity about competitors, and you have clarity about yourselves. Then you can probably guess what happens on Thursdays. And this is new creative ideas and the creation of new ads. So on Thursdays, I write scripts and I write briefings for our graphic designer so that we can also use all of these insights, all of these data from the previous days and turn this into new ads. Because twice a week, for myself on Mondays, on Thursdays, we launch new creative tests. We don't only want to run ads and then hope that we find winners and that they transform the ad account and that's it. We bring consistency into this. And we base this actually on data and on inspiration. And therefore, the previous days are so important that when on Thursdays I write now the scripts and the ideas down, then this is actually based on something that's working. And with this approach, you also won't have any creative struggles or problems, because over the last days, you have gathered so many ideas and impressions. And also you have multiple days where ideas might come up that you can quickly take notes and then come back on Thursdays to write your scripts and briefings. So now it's Friday. What do we do there? It may be, so now it's Fridays. What do we then? Most advertisers actually, they do their stuff on their own. They are with themselves. But also, how do you as an advertiser educate yourself? How do you learn and how do you grow? And what I do is I have subscribed to multiple advertisers and their videos on YouTube, or maybe newsletters, whatever, or wherever you like to consume content about ads and about marketing. And then I go to this on Friday and I review all of the new stuff that happened over the week. And from this and from these insights, I take notes and I put it already into ideas and potentially even actions. I note down when I come back to the ad accounts on Monday. What do I like to remember? What would I like to implement and review? Or for the next batch of creatives, what new learnings from the videos and from other advertisers can I infuse into my own concepts and creatives and campaigns that will also support me having a better performance? This enables you to have a consistent education, and it becomes a natural part of your advertising activities. It's not something that once every 3 months you sit down for 2 days and you read and then it's kind of lost. It becomes a habit. You take some parts of it, the essential ones, but you implement them on a consistent basis. This is actually what creates a better advertiser, a better marketer. It's consistency. And if you want to learn in depth what the Facebook learning phase is and how you can use it for your own advantage, what you should do and what you shouldn't do, then watch this video.